Hi everybody, it's Anthony. As you just seen, here's my Spitfire. I was trying a bit of music without adding it on, just in the background. So here it is, the new Tamiya Mark 16E. I'm going to open it up today. And it's a Christmas present really. There you go. Now, I think I'll start off with the most negative thing about this kit. One of the few negative things. I don't know if you can see here. There's a slight seam there. You need quite good eyesight, I can see it. I was told about it beforehand and that made me think twice about getting it. Brett Green's done an excellent review on Google if you want to look at it, explaining about the kit and how to build it roughly and what, good pictures, etc. So first we get this little booklet, which is quite a detailed history and pictures explaining the types of wings, armament, some nice library pictures, various Spitfires, probably some of the most important ones there. Mark 1 obviously with its first Merlin engine, Mark 5 most numerous, the Mark 9 which with the 16 actually, which is basically the same plane with Packard Merlin engine in the 16 as opposed to the English engine. Apparently the English engine was metric even in the 40s, and the Americans stuck with their inches as they will. As you know, we're all going metric nowadays, which I think is a good thing overall. It's a much better measuring system really. We're probably just too proud to go on with the French. And there's the lovely pictures of some engines there. So that's a nice addition. That's partly why I made sure I got the British version rather than the Japanese, because there's quite a lot of stuff here. I paid an extra £5 to be sure. You can get the Japanese one for £69 the last time I looked on Amazon. As you know, it's about 114 to 124 in England. I've seen it for about 104 at E-models. These prices include packaging, as postage and packing, which Amazon do beautifully, obviously. Now here's the main wings, obviously, and some little bits. It's a little. Look through the instructions later. You'll see there's some little panels, so you can put the wings up or the wheels up or down. Useful thing because I prefer the wheels up, but sometimes it's nice they're down too, so you've got an option there to change your mind even after building the kit. Some tiny little screws which will be coming out sooner or later once I pull all these pieces out. Some extra wing bits there. These are the tips which we won't be using on this kit. It was mainly used as the fighter bomber roll, because by then time it saw service in early 1945 we'd already got air superiority. There wasn't many Germans left to fight, so the Spitfire's primary role was undone a bit. As you probably know, inline water-cooled engines were very susceptible to damage to the coolant system, and they're not the ideal fighter bombers. Of course the Spitfire was great in the dive, so it's still a great fighter bomber in its own right in some ways. Could carry up to about 500 pounds of bombs, not one of the most heavily bombing aircraft, but respectable nonetheless. Apparently did a lot of harm to the V bombs. There's another one there, armament covers for the various machine gun panels. Lots of engine parts, very detailed engine as you might have spotted on the side of the box. More parts, looks like an undercarriage there, bits of fuel tank. It's very, very detailed, this kit. As you can see, bits of frame for the engine, piping. Slipper tank if you fancy it, a nice bomb there. I think I will put the bombs on for once. I'm not a great lover of bombs and drop tanks, but they look like decent bombs. £250 is probably by the looks of it in that scale. Two of those, or 1/500 it carried. That's the main fuselage. Finishes at the nose, where you have to fit the bulkhead and the various bits in front of that. The panels are beautifully made, very very thin, and the idea is that you take them on and off with magnets. Brett Green informs me that none of the advanced modelers, which I certainly am not myself, have had much luck with these magnets, so it's a bit worrying. Again, more parts. These are mainly details from the cockpit. Propellers, obviously. Radiators. Engine parts. A nice stand. It's nice to have that if you want to be in the flying position, which I might end up doing sooner or later. And I'm obviously going to build the engine because it's part of the structure of the plane. Seems a damn shame if you've got to cover it all up if the magnets don't work out. Pilot and a stand-in person. Obviously you can see that's very detailed. Separate head and cap on that one. Separate pilot's head. Probably might make it a bit easier to paint. Looks like he's got his oxygen mask on there. So he's worrying about the mouth, I suppose. He's got the eye problem. And he could have his eye shut. That might be a good idea. It's really difficult to paint these figures, in my opinion. I don't know what that is. It looks a bit like another bit for the engine mount. Undercarriage covers. You can have them undercarriage up or down, which is back to the 10 years old ways they used to do in their early days. A little masking, pre-masked, so you can do the canopy mask. It's self-adhesive apparently. I'm going to take any of these things out, you know, because it's going to be some time before I even dare to start this. And a nice little label, what it is, as you can see probably clearly. What's this? I do not know. Read it carefully. Children must not be allowed to suck any metal parts or wire included with this kit. Good idea. Some other sensible ideas like don't chew the wing and things like that, I'm sure. There's a lovely coloured I need to bring the camera back a bit for this, that way if I shake a bit. That's a nice colour, probably not up to 32 scale, but it's a really good colour diagram of the principal plane, which I'm going to be looking to do, I think. I haven't decided that. Always do. And last of all, well, two last things. The decals, which we all know, there's two sets of those. Tamiya's not, that's one of their few weak spots on that busted thing on the cockpit canopy, which I'm pretty disappointed about. That's for the post-war trainer version, and then here's the main ones I'll be using. Obviously there's a load of stencils on this one, which I might have to use for once. I don't like using stencils, but I can actually read this location for wingtips, steadying trestle, etc, etc. So I know one of the last chaps I saw, I can't remember his name, sorry mate, I'll subscribe to you, but anyway, he had a lot of problems with these decals, and these seem to silver quite easily. I'm sure he would have put on a gloss varnish before he tried them out, so we'll just have to see. Very detailed instruction booklet. Quickly look through it if you like. Medium sea grey, lower surfaces yellow, wing leading edges with painted photo sky fuselage bands were also applied, but they were deleted towards the end of the war. Ah, maybe you can get away with deleting that then. Can't stand putting bands on, they always look naff when I do. There again is some more decal placements. I'm going working backwards here, as you can see. So I start from the beginning. Yeah, exquisite Merlin engine. Just a brief thing there. It is an exquisite Merlin engine, I have to say. History, Japanese there, if you like it in Japanese. Really detailed, these instructions telling you what tools to get if you haven't got them already. I think I've got all of those tools, the minimum tools requirement. I think they're giving you a little screwdriver actually, I'll show you that in a minute. So there you go, step by step. I think the only way to make this kit is to just follow it step by step, be really patient and just take your time. Separate control surfaces, separate everything really. Amendment to some dodgy instructions that they got wrong. They're always willing to correct themselves, good old boys. Yeah, there's a couple of 250-pound bombs there. Engine, rubberish tyres. I'll probably find those in the little small box that we haven't opened it. I have opened it, but I mean, I haven't opened it in front of you. Really, I won't go through the whole thing, we'll be here all night. And it takes me hours to download even at 8 or 9 minute video. And last of all, if I can get all this back in the box, I did manage last time, is the little dodgy bits that you might lose. They put them in a nice little Supermarine Spitfire box. Yes, these delicate little panels, they're ultra thin. And there's the side panels, the bottom one and the top ones. Two different styles, I think. A little thread set, in case you like that sort of thing. I guess I might have a go at it. It's not so. I have actually done it on a Hasegawa kit. They had provided a couple of nice little radiator things like this, which look absolutely brilliant actually, so they're worth the effort. I think you can get by. I haven't got any equipment for cutting them. These sort of rubbery wheels to look into how you do that. Oh, they're solid and then you just play. Yeah, brilliant. That saves painting obviously. Little metal. Oh, I hope it's not going to fall out. Little bits of metal. I'm quite sure what they're for at the moment. More little things. Look at that lovely little screwdriver. That's and then there's some screws for putting down the undercarriage and stuff. Could get into serious trouble with some of that, lose it everywhere. So definitely not going to take it out now, or even start. There you go. Like I said, Brett Green's done a really good. Oh gosh, I'm running into 14 minutes already. Yeah, Brett Green's done a really nice review of this. Not a made up version, but I'm not sure if I've seen a made up of this particular model, but I know one of the guys I'm subscribing to is either finished or close to finishing the Mark 9, which is the long cut down version. Otherwise very similar. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed seeing in what is one of the nicest kits or series of kits on the market anywhere of any scale. I don't see the point in buying any extra bits. They provided everything any normal person could want. Obviously there's always someone who's never happy, but that's there. Chris is trying to persuade me it's easy to remove that mould, but that's my main concern with this kit really. So maybe you tackle that first. Anyway, sorry, the mould mark on the hood. Okay, goodbye now for now. It's nice to see you all again, or to speak to you. Bye for now.